Next is Kamen Rider 15. Now, Kamen Rider 15, his Sengoku driver is Gray Dye, and 15's Loxy is just off the trees like everything else. And 15 arms, which his arms looks weird because it's just a skull. But let's look at me. I look awesome like this. And his weapon, the Yamimaru, which I think means Hellblade or something, does 18 attack damage, so he's as strong as Kamen Rider Mars. Can own things. No special buffs, but I think, let me check his armor bars. Same strength as the other movie riders, which is awesome. And sorry if my voice is losing it. I've been talking for an hour straight. Okay, let's try to finish this before it goes to an hour. Okay. Next is Decade Arms, which you get the Loxy by combining a Helheim fruit with the Decade card. I have no idea how you get that. But 15 Decade Arms gives you haste. Wait, yeah, that's from the Decade Arms gives you haste. And I'm pretty sure someone else can use Decade Arms. Use. No, 15's the only one that has Decade Arms, but it gives you haste. And the signature weapon for this form is the Ride Booker, which is, of course, Kamen Rider Decade's signature weapon. Looks decent. I think his default arms looks better. But let's move on. Forze Arms, which Zangetsu can also use. And the Barzin Sword. He gets to... This is 15's personal weapon in this set. It's different than what Zangetsu had. He gets the same buff, though. And, of course, no difference in the weapon. It just is a difference in appearance, and I think this looks a lot better than Decade Arms. Now, next one is Wizard Arms, which I'm only showing you this because it's signature to him. So, and I think he actually does get a buff out of it, maybe. No, he doesn't. But, looks cool. I think this looks a lot better with the white. But lastly, Gaim Arms. Yes, he actually does specifically get a Gaim Arms, which is made by the Heisei Rider Lockseed. And he gets a special diamond, Dai Mario that's actually stronger than Gaim's. So, yeah, Gaim Arms. Nothing too special about it, but nothing too horrible about it either. 15 is just in general a pretty decent armor set. Now we're moving on to the last stuff, which is the Miscellaneous. Now, these have no uses at all other than the Helheim plants, which you use to craft various things for Camaro. But there are a bunch of mobs, and there is, of course, the Black Vines, which I don't know where they are, and also you can turn the Helheim wood into Helheim planks, and Helheim stairs, which is actually pretty cool. Now, next, let's get out a few of the invades. I'm actually going to save the invades fellow for something else, but invades red, invades green. Now, I've seen these wandering around. I'm just gonna put 15 arms back on because I want to be in 15 arms for this. But, you know, default invase, 45 health. It does a fair bit of damage if it hits you. Red Invis, no different. Nice modeling, though. These are actually pretty cool models. And Green Invis, same exact attack power. And I'm sorry about the text once again. I have no idea why that's happening. And, yeah, basically, those are the Invis. You've seen them wandering around. Nothing special about them at all. However, next we have the Bat Invis, or I don't know what that is. Oh wait, I got the wrong arms. I mean, the wrong ones. Deer Invis, and I'll get to that in a second. Azure Dragon Invis, and Lotus Monster, which I'm pretty sure is a boss that spawn. I'm pretty sure the Lotus Monster spawns in the Nether. I'm not sure. But the Bat Invis flies around, has 45 health. I'm pretty sure it does more damage than your normal run-of-the-mill Invis, and is also very annoying because it flies. I think I might have actually got a Lock Seed out of that. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, that's the Bat Invis. The Deer Invis is actually really fast. So I'm going to go into Game Mode 0. As you can see, it has a high speed buff, does a good bit of damage, but goes down fairly easily. Now, lastly is the Dragon Invis, which does a ton of damage and has the highest armor value of all of them, which fits its portrayal in the show to a T, because in the show it was incredibly strong. Actually, I do want to check something. Because in the show, that particular Invis was vulnerable to certain weapons. So, let's get out the Azure Dragon. No, so it doesn't matter what weapon it hit it with, it still has a higher defense. The Locust Monster, I think, is actually a boss. He does a fair bit of damage, but when he dies, he spawns in these things that still come after you and try to kill you. At least I think they try to kill you. But yeah, when you kill the Locust Monster, it's... Yeah, see, when you kill the Lotus Monster, he spawns in these little mini Lotus that still try to kill you. And there's one flying around out there. I'm not going to try to kill it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Locust Monster is either a boss or it spawns in the Nether or something. I can't read Japanese. I just go off what the pictures said on the site and what Google Translate was able to tell me. Anyway. Last two mobs is the Kirakage Troopers. Also, if you have this, you can make monster spawners of those. And the Watermelon Arms, which I actually have another manner of showing you. The Sido Lock Seed, or Sid Lock Seed, is crafted by surrounding a Watermelon Lock Seed and 4 gold blocks, 4 iron blocks, and 1 Watermelon Lock Seed. So... Well, actually, I only need 1. So, Kirakage Troopers, they're everywhere. They do about the same amount of damage as Invades, but have a little less health. And are easy to take down. And they can drop either their armor, their weapon, or energy lock seeds. Now, if you make the Sido Lock Seed, you can do this, and summon a Watermelon Arms. It has 30 damage, and it's essentially an Iron Golem. It just curb stomps absolutely everything in its path. Very useful to have. Also, I think, and I'm probably going to regret this because I'm pretty sure it will come after me. Kill it. It's got ridiculously high defense. But if you kill it, it'll drop this. The Watermelon Lock Seed unavailable, which you need to recharge. So anyway, that's the default mobs, but there's still one more section to this mod. I forgot a few things in this. One, there's the crafting recipes, but there's also this, energy. Now, these sunflower lock seeds will drop off of the Helheim plants. They'll drop off with everything else, and there's 2 things you can do with them. Either you can put them in a crafting bench with something to create blue, red, and so on lock seeds, or if you get a Sengoku or Genesis driver, let's just grab a blank one, and put them in a crafting bench with it, you get energy. Now, you're probably asking, what is energy? Well, it's not used to craft energy lock seeds. What instead it is used for is, if I switch to survival here, as you can see, I am a little hungry, so if I eat this, I'm pretty sure it always raises your health back up to full. So, regardless of how low your hunger is, you always go up to full. That's because in the show, the Sengoku drivers could use these to make food. Like to make energy for the riders to eat. And I'm pretty sure, and you might have already cut it, I'm going to put the others and miscellaneous stuff in its own section because this is an own episode because this is so dang long. But, essentially, that's what you are. So as long as you have a Sengoku driver, all you need to do is break some vines and you'll get food. That is awesome. I'm back. I forgot something, and I did forget one writer, and that's Bujin Gaim. His Sengoku driver is Redstone. He's essentially a repaint of Gaim. All of his weapons are exactly the same, which is probably why I forgot him, because while I do love Bujin Gaim's design, and essentially, yeah, I thought he was a cool villain, even if he didn't have much characterization, I forgot him, and you've got to forgive me there. This is a massive mod. I was bound to forget something. But anyway, moving on. I'll keep Bujin Gaim's armor on because I kind of like it. I was on the subject of these lock seeds and how you can get energy out of them. But you can also use them to make these, which are these the blue, green, and orange lock seeds. I mean, blue, green, and red lock seeds, sorry. I've been on this for an hour straight. I'm getting tired. You right-click and you summon a little invis. These are game invis. They're different than the others. And you do this and they'll fight each other, which is to emulate the invis game. These will not help you fight anything else. They just fight one another. And the red invis wins. So, yeah, simple as that. That's what that does. I'm pretty sure the different ones of the same type will not fight each other. Yeah, only red will fight blue, blue will fight red, green, all of that. So they fight one another. They're exactly the same as normal invis, only much smaller. Now, I'm not sure if they're what the fellow invis are. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Yeah, that's all they are. Huh? Wait a second. Okay, apparently fellow invis are something completely different. I have no idea how you actually summon those things. But apparently these actually help you fight. I have absolutely no idea how you go about summoning those things. Unless you right-click a normal lock seed or something. Okay, so that's how you get those in. You right-click on this and then you'll get those. I did not know that. I just assumed all of them were the game invis. So if you have a bunch of these, you can have your own army of invis helping you out. That is amazingly hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that uses up the lock seed, though. So, yeah, I honestly learned that just by doing this review. Anyway, last thing, of course, there's the Bakuman pan, which does not do anything. You can't put it anywhere. It does nothing. It's just kind of cool to look at. Anyway, the last two things in the miscellaneous chest are the Rose Attacker and Sakura Hurricane. These are bikes. You also get these from the trees, just like everything else. You ride them around just like you would any other thing that you ride. Same principle, though they have trouble stopping. I've noticed that. And, yeah. They also sink, apparently. Yeah, they do not like water. Anyway, cool thing, you get those from the chest. I'm pretty sure if you destroy them in game mode 1... If you destroy them in game mode 1, yes, you get it back. So if you break them in game mode 0, you'll get them back. No additional difficulty there. Just for my own protection. Invis. Oh wait, wrong Invis. I'm going to summon these Invis, because they can actually protect me. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's just plain hilarious. That is honestly just plain hilarious. Anyway, one more thing. Last chest of the mod, the Rider Arms. And yes, 15 has them. I'm not going to go into all of them, but essentially their lock seed is you'll get their symbol. I don't know how you get these yet. And you can craft the arms. Each one has their own set of weapons. Akito has the Storm Halberd and Flame Saber, which unfortunately do not do additional things. Faiz has the Faiz Edge. Ryuki has Drag Saber. Onjibuko is Hibiki. Deno has the Dengasher. Kunai Gun, Kunai Mode for Kabuto. And so on and so forth. I'm not going to show all of these off. I just felt that they deserve their own segment. And I'm pretty sure each of these goes with a different rider, like Gaim can use Ryuki, all that. I just do not have space in the chest for all of that. So yeah, and also Agito's comes like Mars's did, where you put it in there with that. And they split into the two different weapons. I am losing my voice, so I am going to end the mod showcase. This has been the Forest of Helheim mod. I think it's a really great mod. Link will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Godzilla Wolf 1. I'm going to go rest my vocal cords. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.